Hello, everyone. I'm Braun Mithra. Um, Spoilers. If you did not watch the butcher fight, all right, here they come. Yeah, that sucked. The butcher fight, I got absolutely destroyed in by level 3 butcher, leaving us with no resources at all, and all 4 survivors are dead. Um, so there's that. It was kind of expected. I mentioned it was probably going to happen. It was very likely. I figured it was going to happen. I, yep, but there's nothing I could do. I dislike that fight. Not because it's hard and not because you lose. I don't mind that. I don't mind fights being hard and losing. I dislike just the frenzy mechanic. If he just came and did like 10 or 15 attacks to me, but I could at least spend survival or use my fighting arts or gain mastery, use anything that you spend your whole like this whole campaign building up. He just takes it all away. I just don't like that. The fact that you just lose all your, it's basically just roll dice and then see who wins. So I don't dislike it because it's easy to die. I welcome easy to die fight. I welcome impossible to win odds. I at least will like it more if I can at least use the abilities I've gained over the course of the campaign. So anyway, with that said, yep, that's a bunch of salt. What would fighting the butcher be without a bunch of salt? As someone said, that's perfect. The other thing was, yeah, I forgot to even include invincible. The fact that 20% of the time or 30% of the time you just miss on an 8, 9, or a 10, the wound just doesn't have any effect because the butcher's invincible. Sure, yeah, fair. I forgot to mention it. I did mention it when I was. So I did mention in the beginning when I was explaining everything the butcher has, and then 10 minutes into the fight, I actually scored a wound. But the wound shouldn't even have counted anyway, and I made a note of that. It wasn't until like 30, 40 minutes into the video where I actually started wounding him. So by then the fight was over. Even without his 20% chance to win, the fight was over anyway. So, yeah, it doesn't even matter. Yep, I forgot that rule, so thank you so much for pointing it out. And again, as always, thank you so much. I'm so glad people are enjoying the series. It's so very humbling the amount of support it's getting, and I continue to try to improve every which way I can. And yeah, just a big thank you to everybody, and I hope you enjoy this settlement phase. All right, here we are, settlement event. Tried to get things a little more organized this time. Last time, I know you can only go so far with organization because I'm going to have to draw the settlement event cards here. So that could throw wrenches into the plan. But we had no returning survivors, so we still get 8 endeavors, thanks to graves. So you get +2 for everybody who died, and then we get the +1 from cooking. So even though no one returned, we still have 8 endeavors. I have a feeling I know what I want to do with the endeavors. Then I was made some changes to the gear that we're going to be using, more frequently now. So we have no resources to craft anything. So basically, can't really do very much as far as endeavors go. Uh, so we're just going to try to improve our survivors with the endeavors. That's basically what we're going to do. Here's our 4 dead character sheets, or dead survivors, just in case something. These are the 4 ones that died, just in case the settlement event somehow. I don't think one even exists that references dead returning survivors, but who knows? Maybe. All right, here we go. Settlement event. We'll shuffle this up quick, and I'll roll the die. So. Go. Oh man, the 9th one down. That's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9th one down. Oh, wow. It's a shame we don't have any things here. So we got the Dark Dentist. So yeah, these are the dead survivors. We don't need Yeah, everyone's dead on the back. Well, no. One person's alive on the back. Oh, he's the person with the regal placard. Either way, we can do it him here. So then these three are dead. They're still good because their backsides are blank. One of them has some dead on the backside as well. Alright, either way, let's go with the Dark Dentist here. Cloaked woman enters the settlement. All that can be seen beneath her hood is the sparkle of perfect teeth. She offers to improve the survivors if they are brave enough. And then lingering effects. We can do all these different things. This would have been awesome to get for some... Oh, wait, no, we already have Acid Palm, so we already have Sharp. Yeah, we don't have any resources to spend because Butcher takes everything. Then, that's it. So, this doesn't really do anything. It's a shame we got that one on a time where we had no resources to spend. That kind of sucks. Alright, so, let's think here now. What to do here. So, my thought process here was... We do have someone with an axe mastery who attempted to do it, but we got a bad disorder. So I could spend this and cure the disorder and then try to reuse him as an axe master again. Who was that? Oh no. The person who has a bad disorder is Mackenzie, she's got awesome stats and she's a grand weapon specialist. That's who it is. So Mackenzie here, she's got 2 accuracy, 4 strength, 1 evasion. She's got 2 on grand mastery already, but then she got that ghostly beauty, which is not a very good disorder. That's where you have to spend double survival and you gain double insanity. So we could cure that. We will try that. Now the other thing here is... oops. This is the person with the Thunder Maul. I really don't think she's ever going to really do anything. This is who I meant. So we have this other person here. Harper. Who has axe weapon proficiency, but because he's age 2, so he can choose axe weapon proficiency, but he has no proficiency in it. So we can do nightmare training on him to gain proficiency, and he's also a combo master. So we can use our sculpture for Timeless Eye. So that's what we're going to do. First and foremost, we're going to spend Endeavor to try to get this person Timeless Eye. So we'll go to the sculpture here. So remember, our sculpture has Timeless Eye. Timeless Eye changes the perfect hits to a 9+. Combo Master, on a perfect hit, you get an extra attack. So, sculpture here is you roll a d10. 6+, you gain the fighting art. On anything lower, nothing else happens. So, this will be done with Harper. So we can't use the person with infinite lives, and we can't use lightning to gain the +1 to roll, because it has to be done by the person who's doing it. So this will be Harper. Here he goes. Okay, first try. Perfect. So he can go ahead and gain the Timeless Eye. So now we have a combo master with Timeless Eye, which is awesome. Now, let's move him down the assembly line here. Let's get him going. Oh, there's nothing else to do. We're just starting Lantern Year 24. I'll just mark this off. So, welcome to Lantern Year 24. There's nothing there besides the settlement event. That's why I didn't have anything mentioned. So, now, let's Nightmare Train with him. Now, he's only got 1 survival. So, I don't think there's any endeavors we can do that could possibly get him more survival. So basically, he has 1 roll on Nightmare Training. Maybe 1 reroll. And he'd have to get... No, he can't even do it because it costs 3 survival to do. So he can't even Nightmare Train. But now at least we have an Axe Master again. Combo Master and Timeless Eye. So we'll try to get him back to the settlement with as much survival as possible. So we'll have to remember that when we're fighting we're going to do another Antelope. I can just eat Acanthus right when I'm done at the end of the fight. Where is Acanthus? Basic. No, where is it? It's a strange resource. Didn't I leave strange resources out for fresh Acanthus? Alright, I forget where it is. But fresh Acanthus, I'm pretty sure gives you back survival if you just eat it outright. So that looks to be how the only way we're going to get an Axe Master. Alright, so now let's try to cure some disorders. So, on a 1 or 2 here, you get a head injury. 3 to 6, you cure a disorder. I know people were asking why was I doing trepiding the first time, but yeah, that's why. So Harper's good now. We're good. We're all perfect with him. Who did I want to cure? Oh yeah, so we got someone with Fear of the Dark. We can cure that, but that just has a person. Then we have a person to fight the Kingsman, so that's not super bad. But yeah, so here's Mackenzie, who would be perfect. Again, like I said, 2, 4, 1. That's awesome stats. Just a stupid ghostly beauty. So let's go ahead with Mackenzie here. She's got 2 survival. Let's try to cure some disorders. A 9. Cure endocrinial hemorrhage. Okay. Oops. I forgot to spend one. Now we'll spend another one. This is the second one to do it. 5. That cures the disorder, right? Yeah, relief. Cure 1 disorder. Alright. Getting rid of ghostly beauty. She doesn't have the best fighting arts, but we can give her Timeless Eye, I guess. Might as well. She's got awesome stats. She's our grand weapon specialist here. Okay, that cured. Let's just go ahead. Well, okay. Now let's do sculpture for her. So for her sculpture, again, it's a 6+. Sculpture, again, for her. 6+. We'll just try to get her Timeless Eye. Alright. So, oh my gosh. I'm rolling awesome when it doesn't matter whatsoever at all. Timeless Eye. I mean, it does matter because I'm getting people awesome stuff, but this just doesn't matter. Like, in the grand scheme of things, this is just not the best. Okay, there we go. So now she's got Timeless Eye. Now she actually has a pretty good fighting art. Okay, that's the end of Mackenzie. There's nothing else we can do with her. I guess now we just look at trying to just cure disorders with people. Who else has a bad disorder since I'm rolling so well? Okay, or who else might just want Timeless Eye here? Natalie's got Thunder Maul. That would be really bad for her because on perfect hits you knock down and then she suffers severe harm. That'd be really bad for her to have Timeless Eye. Megalophobia. This person has megalophobia. Does that mean you can't hunt things that are over 3, or you can only hunt things that are over 3? I forget now. Megalophobia. Oh yeah, so they can't, so this person couldn't hunt the Gorm, or they couldn't hunt the Phoenix, or the Lion God, or the Dragon, so, but they could still hunt antelopes, and they could still, yeah, so they could still hunt antelopes, so we're good. Don't really need to cure that. Maybe I should, nah. Don't think I really need to cure that one, so that's megalophobia. That person he can keep that. Who else? I was kind of expecting not to just be so awesome at rolling right here. I was kind of expecting to have to suck and kind of have to figure something out. Tara here is really good. She'd be good with Timeless Eye. Let's try to get her Timeless Eye. Thunder here is our main tank. He doesn't really need Timeless Eye, but, well, it's okay. Ryder here is really good. I was thinking about starting to use him. Ryder's the guy who has Harvestman, so he's got 9 movement, which is just crazy, just absolutely crazy. Oh, Harvestman gave him 8, then he got +1 permanent movement from leveling up. 9 movement is just crazy. I should probably give him Timeless Eye. Everyone else seems to be okay. Oh, Dustin here is really good. He's got 3 accuracy. Let's get Tara Timeless Eye. That'd be good. And then let's get... Yeah, we'll get We'll get Tara, Timeless Eye. Alright, here we go. Spending another one for the sculpture. Again, sculpture's 6+ or nothing happens. Oh my gosh. This is just absolutely insane. I can't believe this. Yeah, so Timeless Eye. Okay, Tara's got it now. Hey, we're on a roll, right? Might as well just cure Fear of the Dark here for Shaw, so he can just go out and fight the Kingsman. He's already got the Regal Placard. He can't do anything else. Well, I mean, he literally can. He got Fear of the Dark, but you know what I mean. He can't do anything else because the Regal Placard will just keep... He has 2 fights left in him because he'll double himself, or 3. So, Nightmare Training. No. What's going to get rid of Fear of the Dark? Oh, Trepanning. Oh, you know what? I should probably... Yeah, you know what? Well, I am rolling really good. Alright, since I'm rolling so good... I mean, now I've probably cursed myself, but... Since I have been rolling so good, let's see if I can get myself another Black Lantern Tube. Or just another Lantern Tube or Cocoon Membranes. I forget exactly which one I want. I think I want Cocoon Membrane. To make another to oxidize again. So... as long as... So now I don't need to do this. I can do this with lightning. So then only she would die on a 1. But then she could gain a random disorder, which would be bad. Oh, well, you know what? I'll do this with Wynn because she's got infinite lives, and if she gains a disorder, she'll just gain back the thing, the reroll. Okay, so we'll just do this with Wynn. Spend an endeavor to go hunting here, looking for what am I looking for? 4+. Anything lower, I can reroll it. 4. Add your roll result, Broken Lantern, basic resources to the settlement. Oh my gosh, that's 4 Broken Lanterns. Yeah, remember, we have nothing. We lost literally everything. So we lost Lantern Tube. Oh, I had the eraser here. So what did we lose? We lost 1 Cocoon Membrane. Well, we lost everything. 1 Cocoon Membrane, a Lantern Tube, Sword Beetle, Cyclops Fly, Cockroach, a Lonely Ant, 2 Acanthus, 3 Scrap, so we just gained a Scrap. What else do we lose here? A Monster Organ, Muscly Gums, Small Hand Parasites. That's everything. So we're at 0, blank slate, starting again. We got Broken Lanterns, we have 4 of them now. Alright, let's endeavor again with Wynn. A 9, that is... Add 1 Lantern Tube. Okay, so we have a Lantern Tube. Now I would love to cook, but I left it out here. I don't think Lantern Tube... Yeah, Lantern Tube is just an organ. Oh, yeah, so when I gain this, I can look for a Broken Lantern. When you find this, on a result of 1d6, you add another Broken Lantern. So 6. So I add another Broken Lantern. We're at 5 Broken Lanterns. Okay. So that's the Lantern Tube. So we have another one of those. Spend another endeavor here. 2. So yeah, this is going to be the reroll. We're spending her reroll. Her Infinite Lives reroll. So a 7. That's 2 Cocoon Membrane. So, Infinite Lives now. So I don't have the reroll. So I got 2 Cocoon Membrane. Yeah, Cocoon Membrane. Now, I don't think these are anything else either, because I'd love to cook to avoid starvation if I could. Yeah, so Cocoon Membrane is also just an organ. So there's no way of me getting a bone. You need a bone and an organ to make that gruel. So here's what I'm talking about, yeah. So, as you can see, you spend 1 bone and 1 organ to avoid starvation. So, that means if the antelope runs away, we're just going to lose 5 resources when we return. So, that's going to suck. I don't know exactly when you lose them for starvation. I can't remember if it's I think it's after the hunt. I'll have to look if it's after the hunt. Because it sucks even more if it's before the hunt. Like, if you lose it when you land on starvation, that'll suck even more because the only resources I have now are broken lanterns and cocoon membranes. So let me see when exactly starvation takes effect. I only hope that it's in the settlement phase. Where's the hunt? One can only hope that it's before. This is knockdown. I should have just went to the glossary, but I figured, it'd be showdown phase. Here's the hunt phase. Starvation. If you fight a monster in the starvation space, the hunting team takes too long to bring food back. Apply the rules on the starvation space of the hunt board. Lose D5 resources from settlement storage. So what is it? So it says here, yeah, if you fight a monster on the starvation space, the hunting team takes too long to bring the food back home. Apply the rules on the starvation space of the hunt board. So I think it takes place after. So it's not just the resources you currently have. If the hunt fails, if the survivors perish on the hunt phase ends and the quarry is lost. Apply the rules of starvation space of the on the hunt board. Oh, okay. So because of the hunt fails thing, it makes me think that because starvation can still happen to a hunt that failed, you wouldn't know you failed until after you had the showdown, and then you apply starvation. So I'm pretty sure starvation is going to apply with the resources we bring back, not when we hit the space we don't lose the resources then. Otherwise, you could just have a nothing in your storage, and then you could avoid starvation altogether. So we'll just lose 5 resources. Or is it a D5 resource? Whatever it says. I don't know. The board's over there. I can't read it. Whatever. So that's going to suck. All right. I don't want to do this anymore. Let's just get back that reroll. We'll spend this last endeavor to do drums. To get back that reroll. So drums with right here. So drums, you just spend 1 endeavor, and then you can gain Rhythm Chaser fighting art or Synchronized Strike fighting art. And whenever she would gain I think she gains a new name, right? Let me see. So whenever she would gain a fighting art, let me find Infinite Lives. Might have to rename her. Infinite Lives, here it is. I forget which Echoes of Death this was, but for anybody wondering, this is an Echoes of Death fighting art. So, you cannot gain new fighting arts or disorders. When you would gain one, instead gain a new lifetime. Give yourself a new name and once per life reroll. Gain +1 survival for gaining the reroll, regardless of the principle. So, Wynn's going to get a new name here. Okay, Wynn. You're going to get a new name. Kind of don't really feel like renaming her. Just because then I'll forget who had it. So I kind of just want to just call her Wynn again. Just going to add an N to it so I still remember who I'm talking about. And then she gains 1 survival. So I'm just going to kind of cheese it a little bit. That's cheesing it. I'm just adding an N. I mean, it is in the settlement phase. There, I added an N to her name. This is in the settlement phase. People wouldn't... I mean, she's not like she's disappearing out of existence and then reappearing. She looks exactly the same. She's just insane. She's just... It's just like a disorder. It's like a thing. Well, it's not a disorder. It's a fighting art, but... You know what I mean? She's not... Everyone still knows who it is. So they'll just call her Wynn, and she'll just be like, oh, I guess I must spell it with 2 N's now. Whatever. Again, it's more of a bookkeeping thing, and I want to keep changing her name. I'll just keep removing and adding an N. Okay, so now she's got a reroll back. It will help me track her. When she has 2 N's, she has a reroll. If she has 1 N, she doesn't have a reroll. Oh wait, no, that wouldn't make any sense because she wouldn't have to change her name until she got it back. Either way. Alright, so that's the end of all of our endeavors. Pretty hugely successful, if I must say. That was awesome. So, what am I going to do? Yeah, so I mean, we're going to hunt an antelope because I badly need resources. We're going to try to continue on with Axe Mastery. Going to have to do a lot of nightmare training eventually, so we're going to want someone back with a lot of survival to remember to try to do it because it costs 3 survival each time. So here is the new gear cards. So as you can see, I removed them all now around. So last time, this person was wearing all rawhide because I didn't bring the death mask out. But with the death mask, you can't have synergies or anything. No affinities, and then you gain +4 luck. But you also suffer -4 to all rolls, severe injury rolls. So as you can see here, no affinities here. So she's going to use the bow, which is deadly. +4 luck, that's 5. She's going to have +5 luck. Because I need resources so badly, I might just take out Caressa. If I take out Caressa, the antelope stands no chance whatsoever at all at, like, not getting crit. If I send out Caressa wearing this, she crits on a 3, right? 5, she's got 4. So she'd have 5. Caressa has +1 luck normally, and then she'll also have the flower. She's the one with the flower. I'm pretty sure. Why didn't I write down that who's the one with the flower? Is it on arrow? No, I'm almost positive it's on Caressa. Why didn't I write it down on her thing? Oh no, Caressa's arrow is the one who does that, right? No, it's Caressa. I don't know what happened. Why didn't I write it down? That was dumb of me. I'm sure I have it written down on the graphics. So, then that also gives her +1 luck. So that's +2 more luck. She'd have 7 luck, +7 luck. So she'd be critting on a 3. Yeah, it's crazy. So, and then if something happens and she dies, then I could just pass the flower on to someone else, which is just insanely broken. So that's what she'll probably be using. And again. So, because now I don't have a rawhide headband, because I'm going to use a death mask. Oh, this is why I also wore the screaming coat. So, because I don't have any affinities, this is what I wanted to explain. Why I did this was because the boots still give me survival, and the skirt still has a bonus to it, even without having need for affinities. You get +1 to severe waist rolls, and then the jacket's just good because it's better than the armor for the rawhide armor. So, who was the other one I had to change? Okay, so we changed this one a little bit up too. So this person's going to have the pickaxe to match up with this affinity here because I have no choice. Then the only other big change that I did... So the tank has no change from last fight. Oh, so this person here... No. Who is it? Oh, yeah, this person with the oxidized glaive. So, here's the blue affinity, two blue affinities to activate the luck charm. And you can see they're wearing Screaming Horns and the rawhide headband. Because I have no way of getting the rawhide headband. I didn't want to go without it. So... yeah, there's nothing I could do in that situation, so she's just going to have to wear it. Sucks because that means the glaive person's going to have to be headbanding, if it's even necessary. What I could do would just be get the axe specialty with someone, get my grand weapon specialization with someone, and then just let the bow user just attack nonstop the antelope, critting on a 3. and never stand near it, and there'd be no need to ever headband because the trap only does around it and then it runs away. And everything with the antelope is usually adjacent or if you're standing behind it. So looking at mitigating the hit location cards, or mitigating the AI cards, I don't think I would really care that much about. But we'll see. The antelope's not super deadly, but then again, Tank died literally the first roll of the game against the Butcher, and I've fought an antelope before, I forget what episode it was, but I almost died to an antelope just because I kept rolling body, so I don't roll very good at all. So you can always die. I shouldn't say that it's not threatening, so... so that does it. The next hunt will be a antelope, and again, as always, thank you so much for watching. It's very humbling. I'm very appreciative of all the support the series has been getting. Again, it's very humbling, and I'll see you in the next Lantern Year.